Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Sunday night action here in the PSGL League. Tonight we're here for F4, and once again I'm joined by the legendary partnership now known as Little C, Big C. Welcome back to some more action.
Yeah, I do agree profusely. Back for F4, it's the Leroy show. You know, he's won 5 the last 6 races or something like that. So it's going to be Leroy again. But can Nino, Scheuber and Powdy stop him here at the Hockenheim ring?
Be interesting to see. I believe you said you got the tables up ready.
Yeah, I have. So I'll let you do the title.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do the standings. But so it is Taze Leroy leading the way on 87 points, a whopping 29 points clear of Scheuber and Zafar in the Forest. So yeah, Leroy has won 5 out of the last 6 races. So 5 out of 7 this season. So you know, Leroy really is laying down a mark, and I don't think he can be stopped in terms of the title. So yeah, 87 for Leroy, 58 for Scheuber, then Powdy on 57. So a really strong haul for the Ferrari team. But obviously McLaren looking very strong with Leroy and Giroux. I don't know if Giroux's actually present today. Well, you know, Leroy probably can win the constructors by himself at this rate. So yeah, Leroy 87, Scheuber 58, then Powdy 57. It's Phoenix on Sophie on 40 rather. Then it's who's been very consistent, scoring points in every race. Then Phoenix on 34, Jack Tyler 30, Nino on 23. So you know, Leroy looking strong. But also I think Sophie's certainly been one of the drivers of the season. You know, scoring points in every race and many fastest laps as well. Zex is on 20, Flying Foam's on 20, Dre Bray is also on 20 as well. So interesting stuff. And obviously the constructors very briefly, 120 for Ferrari and 94 for McLaren. So that is the standings done and dusted. So I'm just get the stream up on my phone.
Yeah.
So and see who's in the chat. We've got Aaron Collingwood. We also got Roscoe Dodger and JT, aka Jack Tyler. So I will share. Have you shared the chat? Shared it in the chats yet? Or
I can share the link if you want, but I was just going to mention, we've been talking a lot about Leroy recently, but someone we got to give credit to is Jack Tyler. Was moaning about what division he's in. He's just gone and hit 2 podiums in a row in quite good form. I'd like to see him possibly get the top step, but if Leroy wasn't here, I'd say you have a chance, but it's a bit hard when you have someone as overpowered as Leroy on the grid.
yeah, I do agree with that indeed. So I think maybe Leroy has anything, you know, for him, but it's about who does the bottle job. And obviously rain is in the air at Hockenheim ring. But yeah, 15 drivers, a nice strong group. We've lost Blue Mosquito to F5. Blue Mosquito was really struggling for his pace there, right?
Yeah, well, we've got to make do of what we've got. Is 1 minute to 8, and we've only got 14 drivers. Connor, pretty disappointing turnout for it. Let's see who's not here. We've got both Mercedes not here, so I think that's Ferrari guy and I don't. I'll just check the standings. It's Ferrari guy and who's the other Mercedes? Jack Tyler. Where is Jack? Yeah, Mandy here. Yeah, both Ferraris here. No Renault's here this evening, so no Blue Mosquito, as she said, or no Staber. Got both passes. I feel like Leroy needs his teammate though to help him in the constructors if he wants to get the double this season. I think that's the least of his worry, to be honest.
I do agree. I was putting a few messages in the F4 chat about people wanting to move to F5, but nothing. I don't think there'd be too many changes, especially for Sophie, who's 4th in the championship, scoring points every race. So I think Sophie's, you know, quite suitable. But I think F4 will look better when likes of Nino and Leroy are moved up, and yeah, the league's more balanced for next season, which will begin in early November.
Yeah, hopefully we see attendance improve, to be fair. We have just finished the summer break. Numbers should be coming up next season. I think will be better because, as you said multiple times, Connor, we're approaching the winter period where everyone wants to be inside, not outside, getting frostbites and etc.
Exactly. After a long day at work or school or college, you can do a bit of league racing, or even on the weekend you got school to look forward to tomorrow. What else could you do on a Sunday night and watch a bit of Little C or race here? So yeah, we're just waiting for Dre Bay to join, and 16 drivers I think is a decent number, especially as we've only got 80 drivers actually in the league, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, you could be S6, have 24 drivers and still not even get a full grid. You love to see it. See to find my charger for my phone. I can't find where I put it.
Yeah, exactly. So get Dre Brace now out here, so that's great news. As we are at the legendary Hockenheimring, which actually will be on the calendar for F1 2020. So let's just make the most of this great circuit. It usually has a lot of great wheel-to-wheel action, a lot of dive bombs, as we saw in F6, Edward.
Caused a bit of a OTT reactions, I could say, but yeah, last night was, to be fair, a crazy race. We saw two of the leaders crash out at separate incidents, and just loads of overtakes. I feel like we'll see it today, but I don't. To be honest, Connor, I don't think Leroy will walk this one, because just to do how much slipstream there is, I feel like he'll struggle to get away with sector 1 because of how there's 3 consecutive DRS zones. I just don't feel like he will be able to walk this one like he has in the previous races.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree. I think Nino's the man who can stop him. But Nino, I think probably will spin out of turn 1 at some point. You just know it, don't you?
Yeah. Hopefully, I want to see those two go to battle. I feel like we need to see it. Are we getting underway now? It seems to be waiting unnecessarily. I think they're waiting for Lordy, but surely Lordy can get himself ready in qualifying. They've got 18 minutes to sort themselves.
Yeah, I do agree.
Oh no, you just seen the chat, Connor. Twitter.
Chat?
On Twitter. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh. Alfie Ollie.
It's unfortunate for him. He was driving a good race. But 7 people have readied up. Getting another one ready, and nothing is perfect. We can finally get the action underway. It was a bit boring just sitting here, Connor, and just not seeing anything.
Also seeing how the other race in there was going in Monaco. Schnitzel's 50 seconds clear on lap 27.
Say 50, 5-0.
Yeah, 50 round Monaco.
Oh my god.
Can people just light up? There are great viewers, such as Aaron Conwood, are waiting for their Sunday night action, their little C action. Aaron has actually quit another league just to watch us. Yeah, that's the commitment people want. That's what people are doing to watch us, Edward.
It's good support. It's what you like to see, Connor. It's very, very nice.
And there we have it. 16 of the best.
Yep, indeed. I just turned on the stream. That man can make 2, and Aaron just in the AOR stream now. He's heard it.
The fraud.
Yeah, but that man can make 2 pit stops, 2 free pit stops, and still come out in the lead. Blimey, domination.
Yeah, a special driver. We've got our own special drivers, our own warriors, to put on a great show for us all.
Leroy to become the new Schnitzel, I'm hearing.
The new Blizzard, some people have tipped him as, but we'll see how long that lasts for as we finally get into qualifying the soft, medium, hards. Obviously, as it is every track, but the medium and hard is really the strategy you want to opt for. As a warm-up, can we not talk about those other leagues, please?
This is a very PSGL community-like league, so PSGL talk from now. Where's he?
I do agree. What's Steve saying?
He's asking who's in the box today. It's me and you, like every week now, for what I assume is going to be till the end of the season. Lickle C.
It is indeed. So, obviously for next season, there should be some big changes to everything on the show, like there always is. Especially on Sunday nights, because no one wants to really do Sunday nights.
Ooh.
Oh, wet conditions. Hopefully it's a dry race.
Carnage, I'm calling it. 16. Who are you predicting for pole?
Obviously there's a lot of time. I mean, we had a wet qualifying last week, didn't we?
No, it's a wet race. Remember, because what's it called? Lordy qualified second and then dropped back in the race.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Okay. Obviously the setups will be quite interesting. Yeah, I think I'll still have to go for Leroy for the pole. You know, quite boring, but it's going to be Leroy on pole. And thank you, Aaron, for the kind words.
I think we might have to give Leroy a quality ban for doing nothing, just to make it a little bit more fair and a bit more entertaining for me and you, Connor.
Yeah, I mean, he did qualify like 6th last week, didn't he? But got to first, like the first lap.
Yeah, he had a centre lap, if you remember, from like Donington, like 94.
Yep, and we've got Woot Woot in the chat saying it's going to be a dry Grand Prix, which is what I want to hear. A lot of DRS section, a lot of dive bombs, a lot of Roscoe action is what I'd call it.
Yeah, Roscoe Dodger. A very creative man, shall I say, with his adventurous moves.
Yeah, I do agree. So we've seen Look Smart back again for more, gaining that experience. Not done too many league races as the young man. Who else? Lots of Core Boys back for more after jumping the stop. I watched Core Boys footage actually, and it was actually a glitch. Like, his lights didn't go out, but everyone else's did. So he sort of went when you were meant to. But yeah, I got a drive through. So BS for Core Boys last week.
He drove a good race, to be fair to him, after that, but it's just unfortunately he couldn't take the tyres as long as he needed to.
Yeah, and Tino Tjonis in the chat is asking thoughts on Zexelical. Any thoughts on him as a driver and what he can do today?
Sondre, he's gained a reputation and names. Sondre Bottlehawk. Hopefully he don't do it again, but I feel like there's a high possibility. I say if I got offered a fiver to put him in the wall, or see him in the wall, sorry, I think I'd have to go with the fiver, Connor.
Yeah, I have to do agree. Who are we going to go on board with?
I think it'll have to be Leroy. Mike Messi was first, but he got his lap invalid.
Yeah, so Leroy through turn 1, easy to lose the car in this game despite being no ballast. It's still very loose. So yeah, Leroy goes through turn 1 quite nicely there. But there's a bit of traffic just ahead of Luxmark and another car. So yeah, Leroy will definitely be picking up a bit of a toe, but he'll get some dirtier in the final section of the lap. So yeah, onto the straight. Flat out, even in the wet conditions, as Lordy gets out of the way. And Mike Messi on the grass through the Parabolica. Yeah, it's a corner. It's called the Parabolica with a K, not a C. Into the infamous hairpin. The best overtaking opportunity on the sucker. Gear 1 for Leroy, same as in the dry. Stays in gear 1 and upshifts beautifully. Good traction there from Leroy. And so far, so good for the 11-year-old Edward.
Yeah, I'm just watching him. And fair, if he does catch up to Mark, Mark doesn't have to move out of the way because he is on a lap as well. So really, if he does catch up, Leroy's put himself in a bad situation. Jack Tyler has unfortunately lagged out, a bit of an issue. Maybe had the engine glitch, we don't know. But let's watch Leroy coming into the Sats curve now. A very famous corner from the last few years, Connor.
Yeah, it was indeed. Obviously, Sebastian Vettel went off there, and actually Luxmart was actually 3 tenths quicker in the middle sector, split than Leroy. So Leroy only 3 for the year. So perhaps this was building up as he comes through the Sud curve. As Corboy takes pole position, surely Luxmart's going to be on pole now. No, 8 tenths off, and Leroy will put 1 off. Interesting.
That is very interesting. I'm just going to ride on board Leroy just to the end of the first set and see if he is up, because then it'll give me an idea whether I should come back to him at the end of the lap. Might be running with high fuel levels, you know. Let's see.
Yeah, and maybe he's just a bit of a flawed driver in the wet conditions. Maybe he's just not good in the wet. It is possible.
Schweb says... Schweb started one.
Bottleborg, or whatever he's called, Bottleborg.
Where's he crash?
Well, I didn't catch it, unfortunately, but I assume it's turn 1. One ball with Nino. Where is he? Yeah, it was turn 1 on the exit. So yeah, Zexa crashes.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Lordy. We got reports that apparently Leroy has his traction on, Connor.
Yeah, maybe he's just not comfortable with it in the wet conditions, but with the dry, he'll get it off.
Yeah, I remember doing that once, Connor, for Singapore a few seasons back.
I did an F1 2012. Had it off for qualifying, then put it on for the race in the wet around Canada. So who are we on board with?
I'm on board with Lordy. He did have a moment on his lap using the Sats go now. First gear, interestingly, in dead ass.
Yeah, he's using 0 hours as well.
Yeah, he's not on the competitive.
I think Nino could be one to watch.
Nino, yeah, he's 4 tenths up through sector 1 as it is. So let's see what he is through in the middle sector. He's 11 seconds up, looking promising from Nino.
It is indeed. So what can the Welshman do? Fast, but very fragile on his day. Not as fast as Leroy, but makes big mistakes. But he's young, and obviously is learning his trade in the F4 division. Probably going to move up to F3 for next season as Mike Messi puts it 5th but Nino is about to put it on pole position perhaps. No, P2 on a 22.2, but yeah, Coreboy with a great early banker.
Yeah, my boy with him again, Connor. He's on a lap at the moment. He's 8 thousandths down. Or 800ths down, sorry, through the first sector. I don't know which one it is. I can never remember. And see him in this racing point through middle sector now, coming to the end of the sector 2. So I imagine he's 2 tenths down, but we make time in the final sector. We got come on Mike. Got Mike Messi fan in the chat. Adam Clark is cheering him on. See Coreboy coming through last few corners. Now what are these corners called, Connor? Because I've heard you say it, but I forgot.
Oh, he's got, who are we on board with? Sorry.
Coreboy at the final 2 corners. What are they called?
The Sud curve, he's out of hers, but improves by a 10th of a second as Lordy Boy now comes through the final few corners. A lot of understeer in that Haas car, really struggling to get the nose in. I think it's going to be a mid-22 for Lordy. No, it's going to be miles off for Lordy, miles off. Very disappointing.
Yeah, let's watch Leroy now. Down in 11th at the moment. He really is not in the pace. He's a 10th and a half up through sector 1. Currently a second.
Sean goes second, sorry, on a 22.1, so got that there for sure. But yeah, Coreboy, very impressive so far.
Yeah, I completely missed that, but having watching Leroy, as I said, he was a 10th and a half up through sector 1. But currently that's not even good enough to move him up a position, Connor. Leroy's really starting to hamper his own racing, and really, it should be a one-stop strategy from everyone unless they have a collision.
Yeah, I do agree. It'd be interesting to see who goes for the hard tyres at the front. I think the hard medium is probably what I'd opt for, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, Taze Leroy in the middle sector. Is he finding time? Only 3 tenths.
Yeah. Got hello to Callum Anderson. As he comes into the stats curve now, Leroy be looking to find more time in this final sector. Currently down in P12, not like Leroy from what we've seen recently. 5 out of the last 6 races, I believe. Wow. And Coreboy even faster. Game Freak a second. Leroy out the final corner. He's miles off. He's miles off.
Yeah, I think he should just stick. Just get TC off. If he's running TC, just get it off and get on with it. Because you'd be doing better than you are now. Let's be honest.
You can't be doing much worse than he is at the moment. I'd just stick it on, just yeet it.
Yeah, I don't know who I was really on a lap looking through. I think everyone's just gone out on a new set of boots, so there's no one really on a lap.
I'm just watching Jack Tyler through the middle sector. He's been in good form recently. What's he doing? He's a 10th up, to be fair to him, as he approaches the final sector. Took that corner perfectly from what I saw there. He's come through the sets. Takes a bit of a wider line. The karting line is known, Connor, in the wet conditions as he approaches the final 2 corners.
Yeah, it's a shame that the karting line's not really as effective as in real life. But yeah, Jack Tyler, despite having no errors, is on quite a decent effort, to be honest. No errors to the end of his lap, so it doesn't improve.
Yeah, mostly messed it up somewhere.
So we've got Throme really, I think, starting a lap. So
I'm on board with Lars. Lars is coming through the heaven. I just want to see where Dre is. Dre's coming through the Parabolica, so I'll go to Lars now as he approaches the Mercedes Grandstand, I believe this is.
Yeah, it is indeed. Lars really struggling on this game, he says, but he's still in the top 10 of the championship despite sort of asking for a move to F5, so maybe his pace is really better than, let's say, what he's giving on to. But yeah, 56.3 in the middle sector I think is fairly reasonable. You know, I think Lars wants to challenge for the big points. He's just got to accept and get on with it, that's what I'd say.
Yeah, you go through that stage. I'm sure we've both thought of that at some stage, Connor, through our league racing career. Do you much be thinking about it currently? Let's see Lars coming out of the final corner, 22.7, sorry, and goes 10th fastest.
Well, he's ahead of Leroy, so a good effort there for Lars. From improving.
Most people are ahead of Leroy at this stage. Dre's on the lap. Dre P9.
But yeah, a really good effort from Coreboy. A bit of a surprise to have that sort of margin over the rest of the field.
Yeah, so definitely.
Such a short venue.
Great effort from Coreboy, the man currently on pole. We've got the McLaren of Leroy coming out on track again. The sole McLaren, really. Doesn't have his teammates give him a bit of help if he needs it.
Yeah, Phoenix is really on quite a good lap, 2 tenths up in the middle sector as he comes through the Sachs curve.
Yeah.
It's I think a man reborn after his race ban in Spain. So he's showing some really good pace, aside from the Ferraris, Leroy and Nino. So what can Phoenix do? And it's P2. So good up there.
Yeah, I do agree, Connor. Phoenix got pretty much a DSQ'd from the Spain race and a race ban, and he's come back a completely different driver. That's what you need sometimes, Connor. It works. Personal experiences have said this has worked in the past. From multiple sources, shall I say, as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, I got a few race bans for something completely different, but I came back, I won 6 titles in a row, so you know, the race bans can certainly help.
Yeah, we got a timeout offence there from Praga. That's not what you want to be seeing.
The Mong brand. I guess the Mong brand is him and Zexa.
Yeah. Nick will see the people that they want to see. We had requests for us to constantly keep streaming F4, so that's what we're going to do, as I'm on board with Jack Tyler through the final sector.
Yeah, I think Jack Tyler was a couple of attempts up. Plenty of burrs to play with, 6 minutes left on the clock, so I think we'll see, you know, these guys do this run, then do a run at the end on a fresh set of inters, and he decides to pit. So obviously invalidated his efforts. That's fine for him, but it's 10th. But look at that, half a second between 2nd and 10th. So great to see.
Really close. I'm watching Leroy 4/10 up through sector 1. This is more like Leroy.
Yeah, 18-0 in the first sector. Let's compare to Corboy. Yeah, matching Corboy.
Wonder if he's turned the traction off.
Yeah, or he's just taking the fuel out. Maybe he was playing with us all.
He seems to be able to floor that, Connor.
I don't know. I'm not really a medium TC connoisseur.
Yeah, get someone like Callum Anderson in. He should know.
Yeah, the expert on shitty driving. So what can Leroy do in the McLaren Renault? As Powdy goes 2nd, as Leroy is 1 second up. He's looking to put it on around 3rd place as it stands.
Yeah, but it looks like it's getting a bit. The clouds look like they're starting to move away to become dry. Cause it's not dry yet, but I don't think it'll dry up in qualifying. So if we had about another 5 minutes, we could see dry running. But I don't know. I don't think we will for the rest of this quality. Let's see what Leroy does. Come out the final corner, up to the line. 4th.
4th for Lee. I think Powdy's got pull in him. That's for sure. I think Powdy will be one to watch in the final runs.
Yeah, could the track be drying up? That's why Leroy's improved by that much.
Yeah, perhaps. I think people are going to be pitting, getting a fresh set of boots on for the final gambits. But yeah, no one really buying up the sector times when I'm flicking through, to be honest. No one ready to watch, is what I'd say.
Maybe game 3 car, I don't know. Let's see what he's approaching.
Where is he?
Turn 7, I believe this is. See what his middle sector split is. That's what's the important thing, to tell whether he's on a lap. And I don't think he is on one. I think he's just going slow. Yeah, he's the 2nd down, so no one is on one. The boring part of qualifying. And then just let me correct myself, Connor. Schweb is on a qualifying lap now.
Good bit of showy. This is Zafar. What can he do in the beautiful spot of a Ferrari through sector 1? And it is a 17.9, so it's purple in sector 1 for Shoaib.
Looking nice. Ferrari seeing like the Ferraris had a little curse in it, Connor, have we seen in previous leagues, but I think some of the drivers driving the Ferrari in the PSGL league this season are getting rid of that curse. Don't know who.
Yeah, I don't know who either.
See Schweb coming into turn 7 now, and he just got timed out, Connor.
Jamie Morris. So what can Shoaib do in the middle sector here? Ocon?
Wow.
Shoaib's improving, but he's not improving enough. So maybe he's going to pit. He's going wide at the mobile 1 curve. So yeah, Shoaib's going to have to pit for a new 7 intermediate. I think just enough time to get 1 running.
Yeah, I feel like he's messed that up. Track, I feel Corboy gone even faster. Track's definitely drying, Connor. I feel it must be.
I do agree. It is, but I think drivers are just getting a lot more confident with the circuit. I think he's cut turn 1, so he's had to back out. Jack Tyler, maybe?
Where's Jack? Oh, yep. Through the middle sector. Hello to all 20 people watching F4 tonight. Hope you enjoyed a little C action. Let's watch Jack Tyler coming to the end of the middle sector now. Looking quite nice. I feel like Jack needs to use a little bit more ERS, Con. He's not using enough 3.5 tenths up at the moment. Not
No,
using
he's
it
not,
enough.
but I would suspect to know what he's doing.
Yeah, despite being at such a young age, he's one of the most experienced in this division, Connor. One of the most experienced in PSGL. He's been here since about 2016 now. A lot of drivers have moved on, but Jack's decided to stay and rig out all the way to the end for his PSGL career, which I assume will be in about 5 years' time, as Jack goes 6th place.
Get the stream.
Lordy's outfield, Lordy's quality's done, but I feel like we've got a bit of a timing glitch, Connor. I don't think this is the right qualifying time, really. I feel like we've got a bit more in it.
That's fine. The show goes on. This is the greatest show. So everyone's really improving out there. I don't know who's... As Corby sets up for his another lap. Who else? Anyone else
Phoenix.
improving?
I'm watching Phoenix now. He just started his lap, but I'll be interested to see what this man can do.
Okay. Cool.
17, 18 once, he's a 10.5 down through sector one, so it's not been great from Phoenix. But with the track looking like it's getting even faster, look at dry line, maybe it's starting to appear a little. It's stopped raining.
Fifth, so the track is ramped up. It's stopped raining, as you say, Edward, and Grace has gone 5th, so last man across the line type of thing. I think everyone just needs to save their because make sure you've got enough to do one final effort at the end, brake a bit harder, and just get that back in your power unit, because it's important. Nino's crashed on purpose, so Nino's done. P9.
Gonna go even further down, Connor. That man is a mess at the moment. Phoenix is currently Phoenix is saving. Terrible.
Lordy's in the garage, so his qualifying's done, but everyone else is really out there. Well, other than the 2 bottle jobs. Right. But yeah, Callboy. Are we on board with Callboy?
Yep. You just got thrown ahead of him, so a bit dirty. Yeah, could be factored in this final sector.
Yeah, I think this is the worst place to get a little bit of dirty. Yeah, these final corners. A lot of them sit as it is. Yeah, Callboy does take a nice tight apex and takes another tight apex. So yeah, he's really at one with the car. A little bit over still on exit, but can Callboy improve?
Nope.
Nah, he can't.
Powdy's up a little. Well, I need to see what he's going to do. Middle sector, Powdy. He's a 10.5 up. Connor needs to find a bit more time in his final sector if he wants to shove it on pole. Powdy looking good to challenge, and I'm going to have to check the people like Game Freaker in 3rd, Leroy in 4th. I need to see what they're going to do. Phoenix qualifying over. Messi's done, Lordy's done, Dre's done. So now it's the final shoot, and Powdy goes miles wide, Connor.
Yeah, but that could get enough grip and traction for Powdy. What can he do? Oh, he misses out. I think he invalidated, actually.
No, he improved. He got the improvement.
Yeah. Game Freak up. What about Leroy? I need to get Leroy set times quickly.
Leroy is
improving. Very marginally, though. It's very marginal for Game Freaker and Leroy, but Leroy's going to be first up.
What can he do in the McLaren Renault? It's not going to be pole, it's P4. Now time to see Game Freaker. What can Game Freaker do at the final corner? Jack Tyler retires from the session. On the run to the line. Oh,
bit of a toe.
Almost second.
Oh, Sean's bowled it. Sean's how he's crashed.
Mr. Throne. See what he can do.
He couldn't turn for that final corner at all. It took forever to get it in, like a boat.
They've got 2 dry flow tyres at the end, Connor. How's someone like Lordy? Although it didn't work last week, gamble for slicks in qualifying. Why not?
Yeah, well, that's that. Callboy on pole. A great effort from Callboy. Dominant throughout the session.
Yep, indeed. It's an all-Irish front row. Callboy on pole. Powdy 2nd, Game Freaker 3rd, and Leroy down in 4th. Dre 5th, Phoenix 6th, Jack Tyler 7th, Schweb 8th, Nino 9th, and Sophie 10th. We've got Lars in 11th, Mike Messi 12th, Throne 13th, Lordy 14th, Mark 15th, and then we got Zexa, Mr. Bottlehawk, down in 16th after crashing out in a miserable qualifying for him. Good qualifying session. Who do you feel like surprised you the most in qualifying, Connor?
Yeah, I think Callboy, he was on pole for basically the whole session, really at one with the car in these conditions. Hopefully he's on a dry south if it's a dry race, because I think he's got a real good chance of some big points. He's had a bit of bad luck, but yeah, it is dry conditions. So it'll be mediums to hards, or maybe hards to mediums. And I think if you're a bit further down, I'll go for the hards. But even if you're high up, going on the hards isn't a bad idea, but really you just don't want to get cut off from the medium runners.
Soft medium could be a soft hard. Sorry, Connor, could be a possibility now. You haven't got the quali wear. Andy in lap where we saw Juho last night take his title 33 laps, Jamie 28. Definitely a chance.
That's all I'd say.
Indeed. Well, we've seen it happen, Connor, so I wouldn't rule out if someone tries going for it. Who's it? One day I'll get a top tier podium in a major league. Didn't he get one? Didn't Aaron get one in China?
Don't think so.
Anyway, I've got my phone's vibrating. Hold up.
So I think there's a few technical difficulties, but in terms of tyres, it's all about tyres. Tyres, it's mediums for the top 7, hards for Shoaib, Nino, Mike Messi, flying for Melody, mediums for Sophie, Lux, Mark, and Zexa. Yeah, so predictions in the chat. Who's gonna finish on the podium? I've got something 1 minute. I'll be back.
As soon as Connor has to go, I am back. It is perfect time. We got Cam saying Bottle Hawk in last. Bottle Hawk gets only Elite get to call him that name. Only Elite can call him Bottle Hawk. But yeah, we got Racer saying Corby on pole must have been wet, and you were correct, Racer. It was wet, and that man was flying in qualifying. But we got a long 34 laps ahead of us. It could all change. Leroy's been rapid in the dry, not so good in the rain. Can he extend his title lead even more? If he does it, it'll at least be a minimum of 33 points coming into the season with about how many rounds left? 1, 2, 3, 5 rounds left. It looks like he can't lose this, Leroy, surely, or be known as the biggest bottle in PSGL history for a young man with such pressure on his shoulders. Is everyone in on the grid? Zex is pulling in now. Yeah, you mind watching the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're waiting for the lights to come on here in Germany for what could be the final time in PSGL history. It's 1, it's 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's like sound, and away we go for the start of the German Grand Prix. A lot of smoke kicked off there off the start, and Powdy takes a lead into turn 1. Cornway round the outside on his contact. Powdy spins around. Oh, it's unlucky. Mike Messi's been, I think, collected him. Oh.
Disaster for Mike Messi. Didn't really catch grabbing at the front, but other than that, it was quite clean towards the back. A bit of lag for Lux Mark.
Oh, Leroy! Oh my God, he's good. Look at that! Oh, it's gonna be carnage, Connor. It's gonna be carnage. They're about 4 wide. Oh, what am I witnessing?
Oh my days.
Oh,
oh no.
Oh. If no one dies here, I'll actually be shocked.
Yeah, but Nino's third on hard, so that's going to be quite juicy. Anything else going further back? Leroy is now down to 9th.
Has he got wing damage? I think the man might have wing damage, Connor.
Yeah, he does. Front left, wing damage.
Ooh, you almost hit the back of don't know who it was. Could Leroy's win streaks come to an end? I think it might be. He cuts the corner. He's plummeting down the grid, getting passed round the outside of what seems to be Mark. Will he defend round the outside? Frome tries to go down the inside. He's just a bus. He's an absolute bus. Get him in.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit too chaotic to really understand what's going on. And the leader, my interval gaps aren't really appearing, but yeah, disaster for Lars, Powdy, and also Leroy, who pits.
Yeah, going back to that one instant corner, it looked like Corba just yeeted it round the outside and spun Powdy round, which is really not going to help. But luckily for Powdy, as championship title contender, Leroy also struck trouble in that first lap, causing him to pit. Who else is there? Jack Taylor.
Yeah, disaster for Mike Messi. Phoenix is looking close to Shoaib. And Jack as well. So Jack down the inside. Oh, cuts the corner. But Phoenix will have the traction and the racing line. So yeah, we'll make the position.
Let's just get a position change. I'm interested to see. Our biggest gainers so far is Nino and Zexa, both up 6 places. We've got someone switching down the inside. That's Zexa. What a move from Zexa. Great move on up to 7 positions now from the start. We've called him Bottle Walk in qualifying, but seems to be a masterclass so far in this race, Connor.
Yeah, so far so good for Zexa. Up to P9 Lordy, obviously on the hard tyres, so struggling. That's why Luxmark's really fired up on those stickier tyres, Edward. But yeah, Jack Tyler losing a little bit of time there, making a little bit of a mistake with Sophie just behind.
Yeah, let's go to F1. Sophie, personally one of my drivers this season, along with people like Leroy. What a drive she's been doing this season. Points in every race, did you say? So she goes well off there. Yep. Already penalty. Who else? I think I'm going to have to stick on board with... I don't even know. Who do I stick on board with? Who's close enough?
Yeah, and Jay points out that the hard medium is the better strategy, so I think it'll be interesting to see what Nino can do, but Dre's right behind him.
Zexa around the outside, hold up, Zexa. Around the outside of the hairpin. What a move, you can get it done, Zexa. They're going to be side by side. Through turn 6 now, and Zexa's going to swoop round the outside. Great move from Zexa. That's really confident driving from him. And he's up 8 positions now. What a start to the German Grand Prix has been for him.
Yeah, what a start. And it's weird to see Sophie actually on the right tyre, the medium tyre, not the hard tyre for a change, as she's now down tonight with teammate Lordy in 10th.
Yeah, I'm just watching Dre. Dre hasn't really contested for a podium this season with Connor, but he looks like he's battling Nino for P3. Nino is on the hards, to be fair, so I expect him to take another couple of laps to get those tyres fully up to temperature and then start to fight.
Yeah, certainly. Nino's certainly have to sit in, but yeah, Dre much faster through turn 1 with the DRS and obviously the hard tyres still yet up to temperature in these overcast conditions. So I think if Nino's sensible, probably just let Dre pass, maybe just sit in his DRS until Dre's mediums go off in a few laps time. Yeah,
that is a smart thing. We saw 2 penalties pop up in the bottom left there. Zexa and Sophie both getting 3-second time penalties. But here comes Dre on the straight. Nino's got no chance defending. We've got Jack Tyler attacking in the background. But down the inside goes Dre. Nino won't give this up without a fight. He might go for the switchback, Nino. And he can't get the traction down, as we also see Jack Tyler getting past SSR Phoenix under the braking. Who else is there? I think I have to watch Zexa, Connor. He's had it. Oh, there's carnage, Nino! Oh my God, this man, he's got a damaged wing. What the hell happened there? Oh, Dre's gone down. I think him and Dre have definitely come together. Dre's got damaged now, and look who's up to second. Game Freak and Schweb in third. This is perfect for Schweb.
Yeah, sorry I missed that. There's an annoying bug in my room, so I had to just deal with it. But yeah, I didn't really catch what Dre and Nino, what happened. So, disaster. Nino doesn't seem to have damage, I don't think.
Yeah, he does. He has big damage from what I've seen.
Oh no. Yeah, front right. Disastrous for those 2 guys. But a great opportunity for Game Freak of Schrobenko. But yeah, Phoenix out inside of Dre with Mr. Bottle Hog. It looks really fast. Up to 6.
Yes.
Soon to be 5th, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be 5th surely. We've got a Haas in the background attack. Oh God. Got Jack Tyler.
Sophie. Oh no.
Oh.
It's going to end in tears.
Oh, he has! Oh my God. Oh my bloody hell. This is bad.
Oh, what is going on? Look at Sophie. She's looking very aggressive. Look at these cars.
Get her elbows out.
Lordy up to 7th on hards. That's what happens when you keep it clean.
I don't think he has kept it. I think Lordy's got a bit of damage as well, Connor. I'm just trying to get... No, I can't tell.
No, there's nothing on mine.
Yeah, I just couldn't see the front wing due to the big wheels.
It's Sophie with the damage.
Oh, fair enough. And Aaron says this is what we expect to see in F7. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we see this in F1, Connor.
Yeah, no, I do agree. Especially that down the straight. But yeah, Zexa's got damage.
Oh my God.
Oh, lots of damage. And Lordy MK with no damage could be licking his lips. Also Luxmark. Luxmark from turn 1 being very quick.
Luxmark had a 6-week break due to holiday. He's got no front wing damage and he's flying. He's on the back of Lordy now. Lordy should have the advantage, but instead of having to go attack, he's going to have to go defend because Mark is coming, although he's not using as much as he needed to there.
No, that's probably got any damage. Seeing why he's down in 9th.
Oh, he remember he signed with Corbo in lap 1.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, no, it looks okay. We got a lot of damage up and down field, which is great news.
Yeah, someone who's going to be loving this, Connor, is TMC Cowboy. He's going to be absolutely loving it. Schweb got damaged. He's lost a second to Jack Tyler this lap. No, he hasn't. He's just slow.
Oh, looks Mock and Powdy side by side, and looks Mock maintains the position, I think, but Powdy's going to go around the outside into Mobile 1.
Oh, this be bold. He's going to get pushed off. I'm just watching Lordy now gone up on the back of Phoenix, but Phoenix also on the back of Zexa. Lordy's got a fantastic chance if he can keep good pace under hard tyres. But yeah, someone who has a chance.
He's on a good strategy. Sorry.
Yes.
On a good strategy, but you need to get past these drivers with wing damage because Zexa is going to be really struggling.
Lordy's constantly struggling through turn one. We've heard him say it in the party, and we're hearing it now. This man is just struggling with this turn one. He just can't get the car turned in. Not enough front end grip. But he looks like he's got a better run than Phoenix and Zexa. I expect Lordy to fully launch it. He's got to. He's got to. Surely.
Yeah. Zexa's using his ass, but he's only got 20%. The guy's got in the 70s.
Lordy down the inside of Phoenix. Into the hairpin. Oh, it's going to be close. With the better line, Phoenix to be found on the outside. He's going to keep holding position. Well, Dre and Nino battling under hairpin. And Dre gets past. How's Leroy doing? Leroy's struggling, Connor, because he just don't. Although he's gaining, he just don't have slipstream to catch up.
Yeah, I think Leroy's race is done and dusted, to be honest.
He has a chance of possibly catching up, but it won't be for big points. He needs a safety car. That's what he needs. Let's watch. Lordy still. Rounds the final corner. The Haas is going to be getting attacked by the Toro Rosso if he don't get a good run through turn. Well, let's watch Lordy through it this time. Takes more of the inside, a bit more speed, but Mark has got even more, Connor, and he's going to be going down the inside. Lordy elevated. Lordy's rear tyres look like they're elevated. Yeah, that car doesn't look like it's on the ground.
No, it's not. A graphical glitch from Lee Mader, but Mark looks very quick at the minute. But Lordy's got DRS, they've both got DRS, and I think Phoenix can't really get close to Zexa.
Yeah, Mark round the outside of Lordy. It's better line for Mark, and if he can hold on, it'll be a great move. Lordy has to leave the room just about side by side, fair enough from the both of them. A good fair race, and that's what we want to see, unlike what we've seen so far, Connor. Absolute terrible wheel to wheel so far.
Yeah, I think down that straight people were just getting a little bit too aggressive. A lot of side by side action, which is what we want, but a little bit too much rubbing. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, well, who should I stay on board with? I think Powdy.
Yeah, Powdy or Lux, I think, look the most aggressive, especially Lux around some corners. A lot faster.
Yeah, definitely. He has more confidence.
On the mediums. Yeah, and obviously the fresh mediums obviously go a little bit longer, so the hards will slowly take a bit of time to come in as Lux runs wide and picks up a penalty.
Why is Powdy pitting? So Powdy's pitting on lap 8.
Did he have damage or not?
No.
No?
A bit silly. A bit too long, I'd say. That's what you have to be doing if you're going on softs, I'd say, that strategy, not the mediums.
Yeah, I am surprised that Phoenix is not really closed in on Zexa.
Maybe just like yellow damage or something, something.
Yeah. And it's good to see that F4 has been very viewed. Very good. The most viewed PSGL stream, which is always nice.
Honestly, Colin, Jay deserves like an extra 15 points for that comment.
Yeah,
promote him, give him first in the standings.
He obviously wants favourable stewards decisions.
Yeah, put him first. Who's then? Put Jay top of the standings, Connor.
I do agree profusely. So, settle down a little bit, but the top three are in a league of their own. But I think Schwab certainly will come back at them. I think Schwab on the podium is certainly what's going to happen.
Look at how much time Phoenix is losing.
Yeah, I don't really understand what Phoenix is doing. He's got fucking 90% of his airs. Start using it.
Yeah, he's going to become vulnerable to Lordy. Lordy's got 94%, to be fair.
Yep. I think people are saving airs for the sake of it. Zexa's just deploying it. He's got no wing. Just deploy. Do juices.
Yeah, Zexa's still driving quite good. despite that wing damage. I feel like his race has been hampered a little. He could have been challenging for a podium if he didn't have that wing damage, unfortunately for him.
Looks Mark.
Oh my god, he's launched that. I wasn't even on the broadcast camps, I wasn't expecting it. I expect Lordy to launch it back.
Yeah, Lordy's probably going to be a bit pissed.
Yeah, and he don't care, look at that. Runs him out of road. Fair, Connor, I'm not going to lie, I'd have actually done that as well.
No, I think Looks Mark probably wasn't trying to make the move initially, but was working a little bit too late and just had to do it to avoid losing his front wing. Yeah, Phoenix is finally closing in, but that man's got 100% of his ass. He just needs to start using it.
He likes the big number. He liked the big number.
What are you saving it for?
I don't know.
You can't use it later in the race. You know what I mean? Like it comes back. Like you should have to pull a gap. It's not having 100%. It's not the most. It's not the fastest way to drive a lap in the race. Having it on 100. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do agree. Let's see what Phoenix can do though. And look at that, he just gets a terrible run. He's got no chance of getting past Zexa, surely. What's it, Zexa?
Yeah, apparently his early pit stop obviously did raise a few eyebrows, but he's the fastest man on track. So he's going to undercut all these drivers, which he couldn't overtake otherwise.
Yeah, I'd say Powley should have left it another 2 laps, maybe.
Yeah.
Just be comfortable. I think there's a bit of a big arse on it. And no, unless, Connor, there's something we don't know about at the end of the race.
Yeah, that is very true. But according to my sources, it's going to be dry throughout, but you never know, there could be a sprinkle of rain at the end, like in F6. But not much action going on. People are just really sitting in, especially this man, SSR Phoenix, not wanting to use his airs. Maybe there's a power unit problem. Yeah,
the Honda power unit failing from what it seems. Look how much he's losing. He's just not getting any boost off the corner because he's in none. And it's just not helping him. Just up your airs, mate. Just do it.
Yeah, I mean, he'd overtake the Zexa by now if he was using more of his airs. What is the point of having 100?
Oh man, if I was a Toro Rosso team principal, I'd be fuming at this guy. I'd be fuming. Zexa's driving. Zexa's my type of driver, Connor. Don't care, but he gets a terrible run. But Phoenix doesn't get a much better one either.
Yep, and Callum Anderson points out the Honda power unit is the best. Power unit Honda par. As Lordy and looks Mark finally down the inside of Lordy. Lordy on the better line though to defend the position.
And the outside, great move.
Yep, that's why when you defend, you just leave them the inside line round here. Don't go defensive.
That was close, but Lordy putting that into perfection. He's losing DRS though. He needs to push a little. Going back to, I don't know what Phoenix is doing though, Connor. I've just seen Lordy absolutely yeet track limits and not care. He got a 3-second penalty for it, justified.
Yeah. Obviously, SSR Phoenix back to 100% of his airs. Not really too much battling, but look at Core Boy. 5 seconds clear of game 3 car. Just a stunning drive.
Yeah. Who's there that could be? Let me check the interval. Got to leader. Yeah, those are getting fair. How long's the pit lane lost around there? 15-16 seconds?
Yeah, something like that.
Powley's only about 15 seconds on his exit, so he's jumping them all.
Yeah, that's a good decision for Powley, but like you said, I think a couple of more laps would have been better for him, but no, a good decision for Powley. He's clearly got the drive pace, but he's not really that confident when overtaking. Especially in these DRS trains, it's so hard just to make good manoeuvres.
Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, this Phoenix thing really is starting to trigger me now, Connor. It really is. No.
Maybe he's not confident he could really break the DRS, so I'm not sure, but I think he could. He's driving, obviously, at a very timid pace. Unless it's a graphical glitch, but I somewhat doubt.
I don't think so. Will we see Callboy pit? No says out again. Callboy can extend this to a little if he wants to. Game Freaker yet to bottle Connor in P2.
Yeah, so far so good for Game Freaker, but that man has bottled many league races in his career, so I won't rule it out just yet. I'm surprised people aren't pitting for the hards, because Powley's setting some really fast lap times on them, especially Zexa, who's obviously got that wing damage. Probably should pit now if I was him.
Yeah, let's see. The Phoenix got to attack now. He's lifting before he brake before he gets to the corner, like a lot, about 20 yards early, 20 meters. 20 metres, sorry. And he left himself vulnerable to Lordy now.
Yeah, but he has to make a move now. I think it's time. You know, it's taking long off. It's like, oh.
Oh, Lordy's going to get past one. Can he get past two?
I think he'll get both of them. If Sexer gives him the room.
Oh, this is close. Round the outside goes Lordy on those hards. Lordy going to up the yours. He has to tuck him behind. He's gone board, Lordy. 3 times 6 now. Into the braking zone. He's got to go down the inside, surely. Lordy down the inside. Forces Sexer off.
Good.
Hold up.
That's what you got to do. Get a move so as Phoenix now runs wide. So Phoenix is no Zexer's round. Zexer's round, and that's what you expect. A bit of contact, I believe, and he just loses it. No wing. Look at that car. No wing whatsoever for Zexer. That man, I see him spinning week in, week out.
Bottle Hawk strikes again.
It is, but at least Lordy's now been released. Can finally get on with his own race. Maybe as Phoenix, some reason decides to pit.
Mark wanted to pit, but if you go to the stream, Mark wanted to pit Connor, but he had to back out because Phoenix pitted, and he's left himself vulnerable to throw him.
Yeah, hammer time for those guys. Zexer in the pits, disaster for him.
Yeah,
going on. So yeah, Lordy's been released, and he can finally, you know, get a good stint, get 5 laps, get 5 more laps on those hards, and get a set of mediums on.
Yeah, Lordy's got to be happy with the way that his race is going. And no, Mark lagging mad on the straight. Throw him down the inside. Throw him up to P6. Lordy keeps it clean. I reckon he'll be on for about P6, P7. Well, I think personally.
Yeah, I do agree. I think he'll have to overtake the likes of maybe Powdy, Phoenix, but there's definitely a good chance of Lordy's to finally get some big points to his name. But when we'll see Callboy and Game Freaker finally pit, Callboy stays out again. He's obviously very happy with those tyres. Will Game Freaker decide to pit?
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
JT. Yeah. Now Schweb will stay out. Move up to second. Lordy will move up into third. Now that's something we haven't seen at this stage in the race in a long time, Connor.
No, it is. And it's been a tough season for Lordy, but he's battling on strong, and you know, big points are in the offing. Let's see where Powdy's going to feed out.
Powdy, you jumped all of those, but nowhere near Jack Taylor.
Yeah, so yeah, Jack Taylor should be okay. As Shug Zafar, I think it's going to be in a great position for the podium position. You know, Shug Zafar has obviously been in PSGL for many seasons. Here we just call him the Karachi King. So yeah, Shug Zafar from Pakistan and doing a great job in the Ferrari.
Yeah, I'm just watching Jack Connor. He gained 1.2 seconds on Game Freak from the pit entrance, and in the pits alone as Mark gets past Leroy. That man's defenseless.
Yeah.
Oh, that's deep from Jack Taylor. Not Jack Taylor, I mean Callum Anderson.
Yeah, hope Jack Taylor bottles obviously Callum Anderson. Very against Jack Taylor for some reason.
Callboy finally pits.
Yeah, good decision. So I think Shoaib and Lordy will be hoping for a bit of a safety car at some point, or a virtual safety car. But I don't know where it's going to come from.
Could just see someone end up in the barriers. You've got the 2 Force Indias all racing points, in fact, coming out next to each other, and I expect Throne to just let Callboy through. Throne knows it's not his battle to be fighting, I'd say.
They are teammates, so you know, I think VJ will be on the mic. Callboy is faster than you. Do not hold him up.
Is it even VJ anymore? I swear it's Otmar now, isn't it?
It is, but I think VJ's just the OG, the iconic one.
Yeah, VJ Malia.
Dr. VJ Malia. So yeah, Callboy going to be giving VJ, Otmar, Bob Burnley as well there. Win. As it stands, Callboy, I think it's just been outstanding.
Yeah, he gave a little weave there to throw him, to say thank you for that, probably. Got Leroy again, past Mark again. This is not what Mark needs. We getting held
no, it's not.
Leroy.
But it's good to see Leroy's Wiltshire racecraft finally on show, to see that he's actually capable of it.
Yeah, Lordy gets him that's his 9 seconds worth of penalties now. That man, he's just going to keep getting them. We're only just over halfway. If he keeps this up, he almost should get 18 seconds worth of pens, which is not what you want to see.
No, it's not what you want to see, but when you cheat You deserve to be punished, Edward.
Yeah. Some Codemasters don't recognise some cheats in this game, Connor.
Yeah, I do agree. As Game Freaker is struggling a little bit on these hard tires, Jack Tyler's really got them up to temperature as they close in on Nino, who's still yet to pit.
Yeah, Game Freak, sorry, just about in the DRS zone. But look at Jack, he's flying on this straight. Round the outside, into there, finish the better line. Game Freaker will break late, and Jack will give him the switchback.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
beautiful. And I feel now, Connor, I feel like this is pride position for a Game Freaker bottle.
Let's wait and see, but Shub Zafar will certainly be coming back at these two guys. He'll be on the medium tyres from that 20 onwards. I'll be only a couple of seconds behind, so yeah, I would like Shub Zafar finishing second.
Yeah, I mean, the gap at the top of the standings, I believe, is 29 to, is it Paldi? No, 29 to Schweb. And that gap at the moment is coming down by 15 points. It'll be 13, no, 14.
Yeah, Leroy's actually destroying Mark's race.
Yeah, if I was Mark, sorry, I'd be absolutely fuming at him. As we see 3 penalties in a row from 3 drivers going through turn 1. Outstanding.
Is indeed, as Flying Throne really struggling to get that front end in. He's getting close in by Nino, Jack and Game Freaker with Shoaib and Lordy still yet to pit.
Let's see anyway. Jack Tyler coming down the straight. He's just got to dive Nino. And he will. Down into the hairpin. Nino. Oh, Game Freaker. Game Freaker absolutely punted him, for what I've seen. And is there the bottle? No, he hasn't got damage. I'll just double check the stream. Just make sure he did that. He's definitely needs one.
From right.
Yeah, he Game Freaker punted him.
Yeah, front right damage for Nino. Disastrous race for Nino and Leroy, but it's good for the league that we're going to be finally seeing maybe a new winner. As Cowboy's now right behind Lordy, who'll surely be pitting maybe this lap or next lap.
Yeah, let's see. Lordy pits. Perfect for Cowboy.
Yeah, the Crutchy King's also in. Medium tyres for the Ferrari team.
Yeah.
I think Shrug's going to be one to watch.
Cowboy penalty. Jack Tyler's battling for second place. Colin, you know what? Don't rule Jack out of a victory. There might be time penalties, but if Corbett keeps getting gets another few, Jack could be in a chance of winning this.
Yeah, so Lordy has overcut Phoenix quite nicely.
That's what I like to see, Lordy. Good man, overcut him.
I think Phoenix obviously has all of his airs, more or less.
Oh, he's not still doing that, is he? Oh, yeah, he is. Oh. Useless. Let's watch Mark.
Yeah, and Jack Tyler's past Throne as Game Freaker's now getting a bit held up. Feel like what else is going on?
Mark down the inside of Leroy, and he's through off into P9. Miserable for Leroy at the moment.
Miserable for Mark. Lost a lot of time.
For once, Connor, I can say, thank God we don't have to hear Leroy on the podium. I swear, if a safety car comes out and he gets a podium, I think I might quit at 4 comms. Lickle C will be broken.
Yeah, that's fair enough. This Cowboy sets a great lap of 14.7. It's flying from pits from P3 for a set of mediums. As Jack Tyler's been really released, and Jack on these hards has been fantastic. Yeah,
well, I've just seen Game Freak last lap 16-2 compared to Cowboy's 14-7. I do agree profusely, Jay. Nino is embarrassing given his pace compared to some of these people. Opinions, Connor.
Yep. Yeah, I do agree. I mean, I think the thing that the hairpin was unfortunate. I don't really see the first lap incident, but I think Nino has to be doing better. I mean, if you want promotions, you need to perform, not just have pace. It's a results business at the end of the day.
Yeah, just remember, Connor, when some people are complaining at us for having Leroy and Nino in this division. Let's just look at them now. 9th and 13th. Beautiful. 8th and 13th. Yeah. 9th and 13th.
Yeah, agreed. I think that's great news. I think Darby Walia would be right up there as well.
Yeah, when Leroy to the outside of Mark, and Leroy's just screwing Mark's race around the outside. That's a great move though. What a move from Leroy around the outside.
Yeah, Cowboy has 1 penalty. Jack has 2. Game Freak has 1. Stands for the chat.
Yup. Correct. That's what Schweb's now within a second of Paddy. To be fair, I'm just looking at the intervals. Lordy's not even lapping it as at a bad pace as Schweb just absolutely molests turn 1 Apex. And he sets the fastest lap!
Wow,
yeah.
Let's hope he doesn't pick up any more penalties.
That man, Lordy just gapped Phoenix.
No.
Beautiful. Paddy and Schweb. Will Paddy just let Schweb go? Yeah, he is. There's a bit of confusion going on at the Ferrari team there. Is Paddy letting him through? Well, we see Schweb is faster than you. Schweb is faster than you. Copy that message. He's not letting him through.
Wow. Wait for the DRS straight, but maybe.
Ooh, lag.
Yeah, there we go. Paddy moves over.
Calling Felipe Massa. Felipe Massa gets out of the way of Fernando Alonso. See who else?
So what else? Flying throw one looks Mark.
Down the inside. Wheel to wheel. Great move, although Mark hits on a bit of gravel and now it's cut out Sophie to go around the outside of Sats car. This be bold. It's brave and it's beautiful! Around the outside from Sophie. That's great driving. And look at that corner. The gap now between Powdy and Lordy's 5 seconds. It was 6.2 not long ago.
Yeah, that's great to see. Lordy really pushing up. Obviously penalties will play a part, hasn't he? So that's the fastest of the race down in P13, but maybe he can recover a point.
Yeah. I've just seen your message in the PlayStation chat, Connor. I do agree. 5.3 is that? Can he catch Powdy? What do you think, Connor? Do you think he can catch or just a bit out of range?
I think he's probably going to be a little bit out of range. If he does, penalties will play a part. I think Lordy needs to really just calm down on the penalties and just take maybe a 7th or 6th.
I mean, Phoenix definitely has a penalty. Frome has one, Leroy has one, he's going to have to pay again. All these... Expecting... That is perfect. That is perfect, Aaron. That man, Aaron's just a perfect man. He's just perfect, Connor.
Yeah, he is. It's a shame he's been banned from PSGL, but people make mistakes. I know JP isn't a fan. I wouldn't agree that Aaron is perfect at all.
No, to be fair, Aaron's a lot more mature now, Connor. Not as stupid as before.
Yeah, I do agree to some extent.
I don't speak to Aaron as much as you do, but from what I see, that man doesn't cause beef every day now, unless your name's JP Greenwood and Aaron Collingwood, the wood battle.
Yeah, I think Aaron's just waiting to get back in PSGL, then it will continue. But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, let's watch Throne. Hey, Phoenix is actually under the 70% mark, Connor.
That's good
just
to
for a
see.
brief moment.
There were some questions if that thing is on automatic errors.
Isn't it banned?
Not allowed, but it's meant to be banned.
It's banned in F6.
Yeah,
I know that. Useless admins who set up this lobby. Useless.
To agree profusely as Flying Throne making moves. Quite a decent stint so far from Flying Throne. Right behind Phoenix.
Good data for people like us, Connor, if it's a wet quali tomorrow.
Yeah, or if I qualify 17th.
Don't
So Flying Throne. The medium hard definitely looks a nice strategy.
Medium hard or hard medium, which one I like. I feel like if I qualify 11th, which I might try do, the hard medium is a very nice strategy.
Yeah. Please give me strength, says JPTV in the chat. But yeah, Flying Throne struggling to pace in this league, but he's driven a very smooth and very experienced drive as Flying Throne. He's about to get P7.
Yeah, well, it's been quite a nice drive from Throne. And wave bye-bye to Phoenix. Phoenix down to 8 now. And this is what happens when you don't push and save all your errors. For Sophie and Mark in the background. Sophie 19 laps in these mediums.
Yeah.
Oh god. Leroy 23 on the... Is Leroy going to try to go to the end? 31 on a set of them? No. 32 it'd have to be. I don't think he'll do it. puncture,
Yeah,
definitely.
but if he pits, he's definitely not getting a point or two. So
It's just one of those races where if Leroy pits, he's gonna get 1 or 2 points. If you don't pit, you're risking a point or two. I feel like with the pace he has, he'll catch up definitely.
yeah, I definitely do agree.
Just watching the gaps now, team Lordy and Powder. He's eating into that gap, Lordy, driving very well.
I think penalties will mean that shit in the end, but obviously he's making a gap over Throne, Phoenix and Co, so very important from the end of the Grand Prix, but so things have settled down, but maybe Nino and Zex as the battle we need to look at now.
Who, sorry, I was just... Nino and Zexa.
Zexa and Nino. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just daydreaming a little there.
Lovely. Dreaming about the kebab.
Not the kebab, my ribs and rice, Connor, for tonight. My barbecue ribs and my rice.
Fair dues. So yeah, Zexa maintains position, but Nino is still using a lot of his air, so I think he should maintain on board with Nino into the Mercedes-Benz grandstand section. Looks to make a little move, but Zexa has the position still. Comes off.
Yeah, and pretty much, Connor, I'm just looking at that gap. Lordy's pretty much got the penalty situation sorted. Because Throne just got one, he's 8 seconds ahead, and Lordy has 9 seconds. So he's got it sorted. Lordy's on for a guaranteed P6 at the moment.
Yeah, but he just needs to not pick up any more needless penalties. Might give us a late safety car. Then he's screwed.
Oh, if there's a late safety car, he might as well just, like, leave lobby.
Yeah, but as Cam Anderson says, Curry is better.
No need for that sort of comment. No need for those.
No, I do agree profusely.
Watching Mark, Nino, and what seems to be, I think these are all friends. Leroy, Mark, Nino, and Zexa. We'll get to battle each other.
It's always nice battling your friends. You just enjoy it without any issues.
But if they take each other out, it's a whole different issue. That your ears are gone in the party, most probably.
Yeah, I do agree. We're taking my friends out too often, but my friends were usually a bit slower than me.
Bit like, let's say you and Ali K is a prime example.
Yeah, well, we're not really friends, so that's another story. Taze Leroy. Oh, Nino's hit. Mark. Oh, Nino.
This man's just broken.
Has that man got damage again? Yeah, he has. Oh, it's a graphical glitch. I don't know.
No, he's got damage. Yeah, he's definitely got some right impact damage.
Oh my days.
Useless.
Useless.
Let's watch. Who shall I watch? It's the only really battle on track.
Yeah. Look at this, 4 in a bed.
Yeah. Channel 4, 8 o'clock, I believe.
So, yeah. Who's using 4th? Yeah, Luxmark isn't.
Oh, Mark's getting past anyway.
Luxmark down the inside. That's Leroy. Leroy on the outside line. That's just defends it beautifully. So, yeah. I think Luxmark's a little bit being a bit naive this move. He was battling like Lordy and Throne, weren't he? And look at him now, 10-20 seconds behind.
And Nino just mugs him off completely. My God, Nino's just completely mugged Mark off.
With damage.
Take all my money. Oh, look at Schweb, he's caught Game Freak card. Game Freak hasn't bottled just yet.
No, he's not, but there's still many laps to go, and you know, he drove a very good race, but sure, on the day, he's much faster. But yeah, 2 penalties for Shoy. Game Freak has got the 1, so it's not all over for Game Freak if he can just stick in DRS once Shoy passed.
I do agree, but here comes Schweb down the outside. The better line to be on. Game Freak are not giving this up, but Schweb with the better traction round the outside, and Game Freaker has nothing to respond with there. I think I'm going to have to go to Nino and P10. And 10th behind Leroy now. Oh, I wouldn't even... oh, they make contact on the straight! My God. If I was Mark, I'd just launch it. Maybe yeet him off the track.
Yeah. Leroy has ruined his race. Poor Mark.
I feel bad for Mark. To be fair, Connor, Leroy's just killing his tyres battling like this.
Yeah, and there's a bit of shade being thrown in the chat, a bit of simmering is what I call it in the chat at the minute. It's Game Freak up, sticking with Shoaib.
Oh, drop penalty.
Penalty, Jack Tyler.
Is that 9?
All his pace. Yeah, I think so. I won't check, just let it happen, I guess.
Yeah, well, Leroy currently 27 laps on these tyres, so it's pretty much confirming that Powdy's going to be able to do the one stop from that early. But will Leroy get a puncture?
Yeah, and so I was looking through the lap times, all these paces very similar, like probably a 10 or 12 short, so yeah, Lordy really showing some good pace today.
Something to take away from this Grand Prix. Good pace from him. He was complaining about having terrible pace, Connor, in our party, but he's doing quite good now.
Yeah, I do agree. So, that 30 or 34 Callboy, we're not really spoken about him too much. Dominant drive plus 12 from the Irishman. One of the many Irishmen on the grid. He's got penalty, but he'll be taking the win as it stands. But
yeah, I'm worried about for P9, 10 and 11. Mark is still on the back of that McLaren. I feel like Leroy's just going to get a puncture. We're going to see his tyre shred to pieces, Connor.
well, I'd love a bit of punctures, a bit of action, a bit of drama. Like AMK just crashing out and falling off an FB. To give Jack Tyler the win, some drama. That's what you want in PSGL 4 with the little C action. We'll be back next week for the record stream, the long stream of Singapore. Little, that should be quite exciting.
If it's a wet race, you lot are lucky because you get to hear more of Little C.
Exactly, but even if it's dry, it's going to be the longest race to us. So get your popcorn and get your drinks in. Game Freak got staying really close with Shoaib closing in on Jack Tyler, so we could see a battle for second, third and fourth in the latter stages.
Yeah, well, Jack Tyler has 9 seconds of penalties, Connor, so that's currently going to throw him off the podium, I think. In this podium streak.
That would be a big shame for Jack Tyler.
Here comes, Mark on the inside, Leroy's going to hold it. Oh, Mark's got to be furious at him.
Yeah, at least there's a good test, to battle one of the hottest prospects in PSGL. So we get to Mark, he was very impressive in the evaluation race, overtaking CC Brain round Spa.
I didn't hear the end of that, Connor, from him.
Yeah, it was a big shock because I don't really remember Mark doing anything in F6 when he was there.
Yeah, I'm just getting ready for the Shred battle. To be fair, Shred's tyres I think are going off now a little. I feel like medium's not at their best. Corboy just dominating in the lead. It's great from him.
So what's happening? Jack Tyler's using a lot of his errs as Schwab Zafar closes in. Game Freak as well, just clinging on. So we could see some drama which could hand Powdy a podium if there's any contacts. As Jack Tyler runs wide at the hairpin, but obviously we'll get a good exit there, taking the wider line.
I'm not even watching. I'm on board with Zek, so he's just yeeting it on the inside in the middle, and he's got past both of them. Oh my god, that's beautiful. But he's just going to get mugged on the straight.
Hopefully. So yeah, it looks Mark uses the DRS. Oh my god, Leroy as well. 3 in a bed. They're cool.
Yeah, on board. Leroy could come out on top. Last time we saw 3 wide Connor, that was carnage. They're rubbing wheels.
Ooh.
That's got to be a legal overtake for Zexa, surely. Oh, Leroy just turning in.
Yeah, Morris was a bit too nice. That's what I'd say from his batting today. Just a bit too nice. A little bit naive. Not like naive in terms of making mistakes, but just a bit nice. Give him too much room. Not push them off a little bit.
Is that 12 seconds or 9 seconds for Schweb? Oh lord, he's got 12 now.
People never learn. As the battle for on the bottom lap, the hot stop, Jack Tyler maintains second place. Schwab's up our third. Game Freak in fourth. Game Freak are down to 15% of the errors, with Schwab in the hot seat with 40%. So yeah, Schwab really closing into Jack Tyler into the hairpin. But maintains the position. So yes, Schwab remains in third. Game Freak got in fourth place and will be looking to maybe make a move on the final lap. But obviously Jack Tyler's penalty situation probably mean it'd be Callboy, Schwab, Game Freak got off. But Powley, that's not all about Powley. Powley's always a man who doesn't really get penalties, and he's not got a penalty. So Powley could have heard him out of nowhere. You just don't know, Lickle.
He's gonna get second, I think.
Yeah, well, let's wait and see for the final lap. It'll be a big surprise, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be TMC Corby, provided he doesn't bottle it in Nino fashion, taking his first switch in the F40. I don't really remember him winning an F6 either, so
no.
A big day for him.
Yeah, don't do it, Billy. We've got yellows in sector 2. It's Leroy. Here's that freeze blow. It's a puncture. See you later, mate. No point for you this race. No, I'm joking. I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad.
Right. Calm down as Zaffar's closing on Jack Tyler for P2 into the Parabolica straight. Overtake is being deployed. The energy from that Ferrari unit is now coming out. So yeah, can Jack Tyler make the move? Or it means defend. Really cool.
Oh!
Okay, no. So yeah, very aggressive. Jack Tyler really just got mugged off there. Really
hits him on the straight and then gets passed back. We've got Callum Anderson loving this.
Yeah, I think that's what experience gets you. I raced Shoaib on F1 2011 onwards. That's how you race. Shoaib was setting up. I think everyone will be proud of the Karachi King, but look, it looks like it's going to be TMC Corboy taking the win.
Yep, let's watch Corboy. You got yellows in sector 3. That's for Leroy going slow. His car's just messed. Here comes Corboy.
Oh my God! No, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
Oh, Jack,
dude! He's out of the race!
Oh,
see you later!
Oh my days!
Lordy!
He's gonna...
Lordy!
Corboy wins!
Lordy on the inside!
Disaster.
He's up to 4th! Oh! Lordy's gonna get 5th at least.
What happened there? Oh my days. What happened there? Disaster on the final lap for Shoaib and Jack Tyler. I thought it was Jack Tyler who sort of went into... I thought it was Jack Tyler's fault. Shoaib had the high ground. And they come to blows just before the Sood curve. So disaster, as you probably missed it on the stream. Just the contact, because Corby was about to take the win, but a dramatic ending there.
Sophie gets 9th.
Yeah, in the points again. But what an ending, but fair play to TMC Corboy. Put that drama there between Jack and Shoaib. Shoaib's title dream, I think, is over. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you invite the podium? I just want to eat my dinner.
Has been dethroned. Sorry, Edward, I didn't really hear you, but...
Yeah. I'm just gonna go through the results now, eat my dinner whilst I'm waiting for those lot to be in. So Corby takes the victory, the Game Freaker in 2nd, Powdy taking 3rd, Jack Tyler dropping to 4th, but surely going to be under investigation. 5th will be Lordy, great drive from him. To be fair, I'll give him driver of the day along with Corboy. 14th to 5th, great drive.
Yep.
5th is Phoenix. 7th Rome, 8th Nino, 9th Sophie, 10th is Zex. And 11th you've got Mark, 12th JB, 13th Schweb. DNFing on the last lap was Lars in 14th. Leroy and Mike Messi both DNFing. You invite the podium?
Yeah, I don't think Game Freaker has a mic, so I'll just invite Corboy and Party. Maybe Jack as well. But
yeah, get Jack in. I want Jack. I want to hear his perspective of that incident. I'm just going to eat my dinner whilst I wait for those lot to join.
Yeah, alright, I can just get on with it, so don't worry. So there, we've got to invite the podium winners as well, and Jack Tyler obviously colliding with Shoaib on the final lap. So we'll just wait for those guys to join. And can you make sure your party setting all right? Hello, hello. Yeah, so I've invited the podium and also Jack. So we'll start with obviously Joe. So yeah, Jack's going to. So yeah, the top 4. Game Freak obviously doesn't really speak on a mic, so we'll start with the race winner. His first win in PSGL, I do believe. It's been a long time coming, but he dominated qualifying and he never looked back in the race. TMC Corboy, you know, sum up your emotions. You know, it's been a tough season, a tough time in PSGL, but you know, you're finally a winner.
Yeah, well, I don't know what happened lap 1, like that's the thing. I don't know. Did I hit Party? Did I hit you?
I don't know, it was probably a bit of desync or something. Difficult to say. It looked like I was ahead on my screen, but there was a little bit of lag there. I mean, I was I tried to leave space on the outside, and then you were just up beside me, and then I was flipped to the side and spinning. But I don't know. I'll have to look back at the video on another one. I don't
I've
think there was
finished.
anything too wrong there anyway, Joe. To be honest, it's just
Yeah.
one of those things.
Yeah, so it's into the side, Joe. You know, you were very dominant pace-wise. You know, how do you reflect on the race? You know, it looked quite easy.
All I did, to be honest, I didn't really look back. I just more or less, whatever happened, happened.
And obviously, you know, you really struggled for pace, I'd say, at some of the circuits. So Silverstone was quite positive, other than the drive-through penalty for the glitch. But, you know, you've not really had race-winning pace this season. Why has Hockenheim suited you more? It's like, did you expect to be strong here, or is it a bit of a surprise?
Well, no, I didn't do any practice, so I just said I'd go on there and see what to practice. Sure, yeah, let's win all as well, so happy
Lovely. Edward?
at once.
I don't usually like to encourage you, but do you feel like you won't be practicing anymore due to that result?
Oh, I have to practice. I have a league race tomorrow, so I have to. That's Germany finish tracks.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, well done, Joe, on the victory. Moving on to third place man. It was third in the end. It was a bit confusing, but anyway, Powley, you know, you had that let's say contact at the start. Then you were in a bit of a train with Lordy, Luxmark, and Co. But you went for that early stop on the hards, and that clear air looked, you know, really crucial for you getting on that podium in the end.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we were quick in the first two sectors, but the last sector, you could see the lap times were way off, like really. I know I could go at least a second a lap quicker if I went in, got the hard, so that was really the plan, and just hope I could get to the end. And yeah, luckily there was a bit of an incident on the last corner which pushed me up to third, but I mean, I'd recovered to fifth anyway. I think I showed a good pace. I mean, I would have been right there with Joe, I'd say, for the win, so it was disappointing on the first corner, but just one of those things that happens in league racing. But I mean, I recovered, got good points, and I don't know what happened to Leroy's, but he didn't score any points. I mean, good for the championship, but could have been a bit better, I think. But I mean, considering the incident on the last corner bumped me up 2 positions again, I think third overall is, I got to be happy with that.
Yeah. It was a great drive, Powley, and I think, to be fair, just thinking about it, looking at the penalty situation, I think you would have got the podium anyway on penalties, so a great job regardless.
Thank you very much.
So, yeah, moving on to the man at the moment. He came home fourth in the end, but it could have been a little bit better for Jack. Tyler, Jack, you know, what happened on that final lap? It just looked like you sucked your nose in and there was a bit of contact. Looked like your fault, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was. I'm not going to back down. It was my fault. You know, I lost position because I spoke too late. The hairpin effect didn't happen, and none of this would happen. But I thought I might as well try and go for it. But no, I thought he might have made a mistake at my wrong curve, and I thought I couldn't get it into the backs, but I couldn't. So yeah, but it was my fault. I should have probably backed off. And yeah, I've cost him points, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you know, how does the incident make you feel emotionally?
It's a bit like idiotic.
And obviously, to be fair, Jack, you know, you had a really strong pace on that whole tire. You know, got up to second place, so you know, you must be quite, obviously a penalty is probably going to come if it's reported. So there's a lot of positives to take. You know, you were fighting for the podium for the third race running.
Yeah, but you know, penalty will come, so yeah.
All right. Well, that's my question. Summed up. Edward, anything to add, or are we done and dusted?
Let's just say we're done and dusted.
Yeah,
For
we
the
are.
best.
So well done to these guys. Well done to Corby on Expressway, and obviously Powley on the podium, and also Game Freaker, who put up a great race together. But we'll be back next week for the Singapore Grand Prix, the longest race in terms of race time, 31 laps of Singapore. Hopefully it's not full wet. So yeah, thank you, Edward.
Yeah, pray for no rain there.
Yeah, I do agree as well. I've got school in the morning. But anyway, that has been F4 in Germany. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for the F2 League, and then 8 o'clock for the F1 League. I've been Lickle, joined by Big C, to reunite or unite the Lickle C trend. Good night, everyone, and enjoy.